Feo. Good morning and welcome back to another video. In this video we are gonna give you an update more or less of our garden, and I'm sorry for the wind. We have been trying to start this video a month now and it has always been windy up here and rainy. First clips you're gonna see was roughly a month ago, and it was us harvesting onions and garlics from here, the autumn ones and the summer ones. And then you're gonna see us putting some sawdust on some of the bushes and also planting some strawberries that David's aunt gave us. So let's see those clips and get up here. Very good. So David doesn't like tomatoes, but he will try ours.
One only. This is the last one this year, I think.
Also a red one you're gonna try now.
No. Yellow is my favorite. Looks like a plum. It's nothing bad. It's just mental. It's a mental scarring of tomatoes.
So on those bushes, as you saw, we didn't put sawdust because we want to put most of the sawdust on the blueberries, and David kind of has his own kind of something he wants to do, so we're gonna leave it for that. But what we have done here, we have put wool, the dirty wool from Barbara and Asprula. We have put it, it's the dirty wool that has like a lot of poop and like not worth going through to clean it. I wanted to throw it out, but then I was thinking, we saw for sale wool pellets that you put on plants. So I was thinking, why not just put the wool? It's purely an experiment. I have not seen it anywhere. People might do it, but I have not like researched and looked into it. But yeah, as I said, I saw the wool pellets, so I put the wool. And the top grass kind of is like what we gave to the goats like a week ago to eat, what we cut with grass cuttle, the lawnmower. They have already eaten it, they have stepped in it, they have pooped on it, so it has been like a quick kind of compost, not like a full-on year. But it's also much better just like taking the grass and put it on, so it has been through some process. So yeah, let's see how that turns out. Those are our gooseberry bushes, our 6 I think or 7 gooseberry bushes. Hopefully we don't kill them and that works out. There's one red tomato. I mean, not
These ones are
ready
red.
red. So we have 3rd of September, and yesterday morning we had our first frost with 4 degrees in the night. And as you can see, it's pretty late right now. I was checking the forecast and it says 2 degrees in the night, and I was thinking, if it was 4 degrees with frost, what will happen with 2 degrees? And as you saw, the tomatoes already froze a bit on the top, and I had some small tiny tomatoes. They froze a bit, some of them, luckily, not all my tomatoes, because I was thinking with 4 degrees, they cannot freeze. And also some pumpkin leaves as well. So sadly, we have to harvest them green and let them get ready inside, or we take the risk and leave them, all of them outside. But we already have collected not so many bushes, that's how much we already got. So also David's aunt also collected them that color, and they are getting perfectly fine ready inside. But yeah, I'm not risking leaving them outside because, as I said, with 4 degrees we got frost. What will happen tonight with 2 degrees? And it's already pretty cold. And I cannot believe that it's September and went from 30 degrees sweating to needing fire in the house, like heat. So yeah, let's harvest them fast and yeah, see how fast I can get ready. Hopefully nothing else freezes. I mean, we don't have many things.
We did good with tomatoes, but the weather is not doing good with us.
Yeah, we did very good with tomatoes. So yeah, pretty much all we have is the tomatoes, and as you saw, the onions and the garlics, and yeah, our celery is doing pretty good over there. We do have some beans, and we do have some beans over there and over there. And yeah, we only have 1 or 2 pumpkins and 1 zucchini. So yeah, we didn't do that well. We will show you tomorrow. Let's first harvest all the tomatoes, and tomorrow we're going to show you around the rest of the things.
Let's just get them all. Probably going to be a full bucket, maybe a bit more.
That's a lot of tomatoes. I did not expect it from outside.
Next year we do double, just so we can make sauces.
I mean, hopefully next year is also the weather a bit better, and they can actually get ready. But I do like outdoor tomatoes. They're not that bad. If
we do need a greenhouse, but outdoor tomatoes not a bad option.
No, it's pretty good. For Latvia, for the weather we're getting, it's pretty good. There's one small problem. I'm the only one eating tomatoes in this. I mean, human that eats tomatoes. I think chickens and everyone else eats tomatoes. And it looks like we harvested sour apples. Okay, I need to sort them out and put them in a pot because there's some red ones in the bottom. And we also have to harvest the tiny ones. But I don't want to put them on top. Whew, that's a lot. That's pretty heavy. I'm scared of the basket. chili is better than no. Sorry. So as you can see, we have the next morning. I've gotten 3 trays and I'm gonna lay out the tomatoes. I'm gonna put some newspaper below it because I see everyone doing it, so I'm gonna do it as well. I'm gonna put newspaper and then I'm gonna lay out the tomatoes. Might need another tray, but I think let's get started with what we have, and then we'll see if we need more. I think we have some. So we promised you that we're gonna give you a tour the next morning. Yeah, well, we have 1 month later, and as you can see, we harvested some beans. They do not look the best from the top, but as you can see, as you saw, I opened them and they look pretty beautiful. They're like very beautiful and purple. Some are more purple, some are more dark, some will have more spots. But yeah, they're not that much because I think our idea with the sticks didn't work the best because they just tangled up all together. But we saw also their neighbors, they also tangled up. So yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it next year so they don't get tangled so much, because maybe if they don't tangle so much and focus on tangling and strangling each other, they're gonna be able to produce some more beans. But yeah, I'm pretty excited the amount we got, because this year has not been the best for our garden. I mean, we also didn't spend the most time, so yeah, we cannot really blame it on the weather or anything. It's like kind of combined the weather and our fault, but yeah, it's okay. Here is our beans that we harvested, and then we have like a big spot of emptiness because, as you saw, we harvested our onions and garlics. And I want to say on the start, before we get more going, that we will be swapping the field. Hopefully the tractor is gonna work and we're gonna be able to swap it so this field can recover and we can bring our garden to a piece that our goats have fertilized. So we're gonna give this piece to the goats and gonna take a part of theirs. Hopefully it's more fertilized and it's gonna give maybe better harvest. So yeah, let's keep going. So here we have our animal beets. They are not looking the best compared to our neighbors. Our neighbors are like that big with leaves and very big. I'm gonna try to take out one. Yeah, our neighbors are like that size, animal beets, but I'm gonna keep that for goats. As I said, we did not really focus on the garden, didn't really unweed as you can see. But yeah, in front we have our beetroots that we did separate, so we have some very nice big beetroots. And at the start of that line we had some troubles, some problems, because one of our goats, Noella, kept escaping, so she kept eating the top of the beetroots. She somehow just ignored the whole electric fence, so this side is not doing the best, but as we move more down, the beetroots are pretty good. We actually wanted to harvest them for this video, but we decided, since the weather is still good, and we wanted actually to harvest them 1 month ago when all the frost started, when we panicked about our tomatoes, we wanted to harvest the beetroots. But we did leave them, and it actually was pretty good because they grow quite a lot, because we had a lot of rain, then a bit of more hot weather, but not really hot, but also not minuses and frost. And yeah, they kept growing, and now we're not gonna have many minuses, so we're gonna leave them for like a week or two. I'm gonna harvest them whenever we are able to actually consume them and make them into pickled and all of those things. So I'm gonna harvest them then. It's gonna be a separate video. But let's keep going. Don't worry, it's not gonna be a lot of talking because there's not a lot in our garden. So after a big spot of emptiness, which was our garlics and onions, we are moving over to our root celery. As you can see, it's pretty big and it overtook all the weeds, which was pretty good because we did not really need to unweed it. And I don't want to pull it out yet because I want to give it some more time to grow, but it smells very celery and it looks looks pretty big, so that's exciting. It's gonna be nice soups. And here we have our celery and some more persil. I am gonna harvest one of them as it is and put it in a pot so we can have some over winter inside. But as I said, this one I'm also gonna leave a bit more to grow because we're not gonna have any frosty nights. That part is over, so hopefully they can grow a bit more. If not, then we're just gonna harvest them like in a week whenever we harvest the beetroots. And then we have the tomatoes. As you saw, we did harvest all of them because we got a panic attack of frost, which was actually pretty good because you can see that some of them froze and they got bad. So I'm pretty happy that we came out in the night to harvest them. And I have been enjoying them because they're slowly starting to get red. Luckily not all of them at once, so I've been able to keep up with them. And I'm gonna put you some clips. And yeah, that really worked. I actually put also newspaper on top because they do need to stay in the darkness, something I didn't know that our neighbor said and David's aunt, so I covered them with a newspaper so they've been in darkness. And I always keep like 1 or 2 that are already red to motivate the rest to become ready. But yeah, I've been really enjoying them and they have been very tasty. What do we have next? And here are the cabbages. As you can see, they do not look the best. I actually gave up or gave my hope away because they got attacked by the same worms our raised beds got attacked, those blue butterfly worms. But it seems that the frost took them and they have been starting to grow again because they were like very tiny. And we might actually have 1 or 2 heads that we're gonna be able to eat. If not, then we'll just give it to the animals. Luckily we have animals, so nothing really goes to waste. But yeah, as I said, we're also gonna keep those a bit longer, but I wish that that's how they looked midsummer so they can have time to grow and not like start of October. But yeah, let's see what happens. And I also forgot to say about the tomatoes that we did harvest them empty, so I don't know where all of the tomatoes came from. So we'll see if they're gonna be fine or not. We're just gonna leave them out here because we have more than enough inside. There's not really much over there. There's a bit of a jungle because we never cleaned it up. It's kind of our fault. Nothing really grew there except of one zucchini and a pumpkin or 2, but the very small ones. We had a problem with one of the zucchinis. It just kept giving flowers but never gave any actual zucchini. So that was pretty weird and, you know, not the best for us. We don't have any zucchini, but we did get 1 and a pumpkin over there, and I think there's like another 2 or 3 pumpkins. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty not the best year for us. I hope that whenever we move our garden more down, it's gonna be a bit better. But yeah, we'll see. We promised ourselves that every year is gonna be a better year and better year in the garden, and I'm pretty disappointed because it's our 3rd year and it has been the worst year. But yeah, we didn't really have so much time. Last year we had a bit more time because we didn't have so many projects, so we could focus a bit more at the garden. But this year we said we're gonna focus, we're gonna do it perfect and proper. But it turns out that we had too many projects. We had the excavator, we had the tractor broke down, we had a lot of things all around us to do that we couldn't really focus. And then it was hot, and then we never really found the proper time to do it. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed, but of course, what can I do? I cannot, you know, go back in time and work hard to get something. It's okay, it is what it is. But yeah, we're not fully done with the garden. As I said, we still have to harvest our beetroots that you will see, and we're gonna pickle them and preserve them for the winter. And we also need to sort out our potatoes, which we haven't done. I hope it's not too late, but I think it's okay. We will be doing a live in the weekend. We're gonna put a post exactly for what time and specific date, but I think it's gonna be on the weekend, this upcoming weekend. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was not too big of a mess here and there because we started filming it 2 months ago, hoping like, you know, we're gonna end it. But we have been avoiding it just because it has been a disappointment, this whole garden. But yeah, next year, new location, new luck, it's gonna be all perfect and we're gonna be green thumbs and gonna have a perfect garden. Hopefully I don't regret those words and I'm correct. So I hope you enjoyed, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye! By the way, Keita likes apples.
Keita.
Keita, går det där?
Keita.
Keita, ja! Keita. Ja.